Hey guys, my name is OUTSHADES, and a lot of you have been asking me on how I have organized my plugin list inside FL Studio. So today's video is going to be about that. I'm going to show you exactly how you can do that easily step by step, and also I'm going to share with you 2 workflow tips related to plugins. But before we begin, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and hit the like because it helps the channel a lot. Now, let's jump right into it. So first of all, let's see what the plugin list inside FL Studio looks like. It might look something like this to you or like this, maybe. So this all looks disorganized, but it's a little bit disorganized. It has categories, but not how exactly we want it. So let's see what we can do to fix this. So in order to do that, we need to first go to this location inside the File Explorer. Now, let's go to Documents, inside Image Line. Now, FL Studio, Presets, Plugin Database, and there they are. So don't worry, I'm gonna write this path down in the description so you can easily follow that. So here you will see 3 folders: Effects, Generators, and Installed. So the Effect folder contains the effect plugins, obviously, and the Generators actually contains synths like Serum and Harmor and all that good stuff like Contact, etc. And Installed actually contains the plugins which FL Studio has scanned when you have first installed those plugins, and you either do the fast scan or through the plugin manager. So I'm just gonna show you what it has. So this categorizes this based on if it's a effect or a generator plugin, and then you go to the generators, you see VST and VST3 folders. So it has all those plugins inside this. So we don't need to actually do anything to this. The only thing we have to worry about is these 2 folders. So let's go and see what this has. So right now this has a few folders, and this has plugins like this, which is not very appealing to me, at least. If you like this, then why are you watching this video? But let's say you are going to organize this, and we also have the same story here in the generators plugin. So we have all the image line plugins here, and some other like Serum 2 and some synths here like this, and some labs and UAD. So you see this is not really handily organized, like at least not how I want it. So what I'm actually gonna do is create a backup folder for this. So if we mess up anything, so we can always go back. That's the first thing I would like to say here. Now let's select those 2 folders and copy and paste this in the same location, and you can see there's a postfix copy here. So this will prevent FL Studio from reading from these folders. So yeah, there's your backup, and you don't have to worry about it at all. Now, what I'm gonna actually do here is actually delete all these different plugins except for the image line folder, because all the FL plugins are already organized pretty neatly, so I'm just not gonna do that. No. There's a few ways you can organize these plugins based on the work that they do, like reverb, delays, like spatial effects, all those things, and distortion, saturation, and dynamics like compressors, etc. Or you can do that with the name of the manufacturer or the vendor in this case. I personally find it easy when I have categorized this with the names of the vendors, so I'm gonna do that here. So now we have to go inside FL Studio and go here, and you see this little place for more plugins. You click on this. Now I'm going to show you one little thing I would like to do when organizing with vendor names is actually I'm going to type in the name of the vendor in the find option here. So let's say Isotope, and you see it has listed all the plugins I have installed from Isotope. So now if you press this star icon right here, like so, it's gonna actually put all those plugins here in this folder. So sometimes FL likes to categorize the plugins based on the information it has read when it was scanning the plugins. So that's why there is this FX EQ folder, and inside this there is Neutron, and then if inside effects there is all these Neutron plugins. Now that's why it is essential, if you have a lot of plugins, go through each vendor or manufacturer one by one. So now I'm gonna create a folder named Isotope, and now I'm just gonna copy all these plugins from in here to here, and this too. Okay, and then I'm just gonna delete these. Okay, so it's important to remember which plugins you have actually starred here, because sometimes when you have opened it again, it might not show the star icon again for some reason. I don't know why, because if you have moved those plugins, so FL thinks those plugins are not on those folders it has created, so they are not existing in the list. So that's why it is important to remember which plugins you have actually chosen before. So to see the effects of the plugin list, let's actually close FL and restart it. And now when we go here and select tree, you see image line plugins here and Isotope plugins here, right? Okay, now we can do this with more plugins. Let's take kilohertz. Now you see we have all these plugins here from kilohertz listed, so I'm gonna do this one by one. Okay, and now when we go to that folder, you can see all these folders have been created and all these plugins are here. So again, we're gonna create a folder named kilohertz. I'm gonna copy these folders exactly here. So these are also gonna be inside these folders, so they will be further categorized. If you restart the FL again, now you see kilohertz is there and you see all these plugins here. Now you can do the exact same thing with generators folders and organize your synths based on their function, like a sampler, drum machine, or synth, analog emulations, or again by the name of the manufacturer. So yeah, that's it. Now I promised 2 workflow tips in the start of the video, and now I'm gonna share with you. So tip number 1, save default preset. So this is also the place where you can save your default opening preset. For example, if you want, let's say, your reverb with certain settings, then you can open your reverb plugin, make the changes, and then save preset as. And you can actually go directly to the presets here, plugin database, effects, and then save it here like so, like name it room preset 1, or you can just say it as well, hello room, like this can be your default preset, and save it. And then when you restart, there it is. Now when you open this, and you will have the exact same preset. You can do exactly this with patcher presets as well and open them as plugins. You can do this thing in both effects and generative plugins. And now tip number 2 is find plugins quickly. So the fastest way to find plugins is actually through plugin picker. Now, if you want to open some effects, then you could go here and on this little arrow here, press right click. But now, without moving the mouse, just type in the name of the plugin that you want. Now, for example, we want Valhalla Room here, so I'm gonna press Valhalla, and this will go to that, and now press enter, and boom, it's gonna open this. So this has actually improved my workflow a lot. So I think that's it for the video, guys. Now I hope this was helpful to you, and if you have any thoughts or questions about this, please leave them in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.